Let me sit down and then I'll adjust it if I need to. That actually looks pretty good. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, next up we'll have Booth Gach. Anyone that has a question for Booth, go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll get started here. Andy Greeter, why don't you start us off?
With obviously there was an appeal of coming home to play for Minnesota. How much of your desire was also to play in the Big Ten?
It was one of my desires, Big Ten. Also, a lot of people say, one of the toughest, better league, in college basketball. And for me, I was looking for that challenge. I also, want to go against the best teams, best schools, and things like that. So for me, it was one of the things I was looking forward to as well.
Darren Wolfson, go ahead.
Booth, good to see you. We talked about this during the summer, but can you just harp on how much healthier you are now compared to, middle of last year at Utah, and how much that is contributing to your three-point shot being so much better this year compared to last year?
Yeah, just being healthier, is, doing a lot of good things for me. Just being able to jump, being able to move the way I want to move, and, like you said, raise my, three-point percentage up to where it needs to be. That's something I, wasn't able to do last year because I was injured for, a long period of time. So for me, just being healthy now, just feels a lot better. I'm able to go out there on the court confidently and just play my game.
Marcus Fuller, we'll have you go next.
I want to just ask you about the chemistry. Obviously you and Marcus seem from the start to have a great feel for the game together. Can you talk about just the rest of the starters? I know you've lost, a couple guys, or obviously Brandon, and then Isaiah was in there in the last game. Just what's the chemistry like?
Yeah, for us, having 6 or 7 new guys on the team, we're all trying to build our chemistry up together because you never know who's going to be on the court playing, at any moment. So for us, it's all about, all being connected, all being able to be on the same page when we're on the court. Like you said, Brandon, getting down, being hurt, it's always the next man up. And, for that guy, it's all about, finding your flow, finding where you fit in. But for us, it's our job, as players, just to be comfortable and, have everyone on the same page.
All right, next up we'll have Mike Grimm.
Booth, starting the Big Ten season with one of the top teams in the country, what can you tell us about Illinois, and then going up against one of the top guards in Dosunmu? What challenges does he present, and what challenge do they present?
Yeah, just watching, film on Illinois lately, they're a really good team, starting with their, their guard play with AO. You got a big man in Coburn, they're really, tough and challenging team. They got a lot of things that they, says that they're, having their guys, play to their strengths and things like that. So for us, it's all about, just shutting down, their 2 main guys and just going with the game plan that we have.
Jeff Wald, go ahead.
Booth, I'm just curious, how do you feel like maybe being battle tested in your last 2 games will help you prepare for Big Ten play? I mean, you had to go to overtime, the second game against LMU, you had to come back from 15 down to beat Boston College. How does that get you ready for a conference season?
I think it just put us, in a place where we got to look at where we're at as a team, playing, Boston College going to overtime. They're part of our conference score for us. And for us, it was, it was a good challenge for us to have, going against, a lot of Big Ten teams coming up. So, it was this place that we needed to, see where we're at as a team. I think that we handled it, pretty well. So hopefully we, continue what we do best on the court and go on and compete against these Big Ten schools.
Back to you, Marcus Fuller.
Booth, I know when you decided to come home and play for the Gophers, you expected to play in front of family and friends at the barn, haven't been able to do that. And then with the current situation, around the country with COVID, you haven't probably able to see your family much at all either. So it's holiday season. How tough is that for someone who came home, but you're not able to see your family much?
Man, it's very tough. At first, you just think about, being able to see your family, whenever you want to and go home. Like I said, for like the holidays coming up. And for me, it's just all about, just got to get over that. Just, put our team's health and my health, at first, but at the same time, I can always do like, FaceTime calls and things like that, you know, my family, but, you know, I would love to be around them during these times, but unfortunately I can't. So it's kind of tough, but, you know, it's something I have to deal with.
Any other questions for Booth? All right, thanks, Booth. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.